What's going on, guys? Matt Wacek here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So I get asked this question very, very often, and when people ask it, usually they're acting as if their problem at the moment is just like the world ending. And that is the subject of what happens if the cities that you're targeting with your niche for an affiliate network are not covered by that affiliate network that you're working with. So I understand the concern, because then you have traffic that's not worth anything, at least to that particular network. So what you really need to do first off is not look at this as if it's just massive tragedy, but look at it as a new challenge and really just shift your mindset from negativity to something positive and focus on, okay, well, this kind of sucks. How can I make this situation better, rather than just dwelling on it and not doing anything? It's almost the same thing as the Google call only ads terms of service changing with requiring business names. I mean, that derailed a lot of people. This is another thing, but you just need to rise above this challenge. It's really that simple. Your solution to this is either to switch to another network, and yes, you're going to have to switch out the phone numbers that are on your site. You're going to also probably need to change them on your citations. But your other option, and this one's going to be worth a lot more when you make this type of move, and that option is to just find a company in those cities and then direct the calls to them and the contact form submissions to them. Because your goal should really be maximizing the value of your website and what it can generate. In order to get the most value for your site when it comes time to sell, you need to be able to maximize the amount of value your site can generate on a month-to-month basis. So that's going to come from not only the phone calls, and I know a lot of people like to be, I don't want to say lazy, but pretty much just be lazy and just run phone calls and not do contact form submissions, or at least not set up their site to accept contact form submissions and then set up an automatic reply email to tell the person to make the phone call. And you basically just do that for looks, at least at that point, until you start sending the leads to a business or work for a network that allows you to do contact forms. But the goal is to maximize the value of the site. So you don't want to leave any stone unturned and be able to generate revenue from calls and contact form submissions. So your focus should really be on a network to just get things started, but you want to be focused on finding a business to take the calls. And I know some people will say, well, what do I do if I'm getting calls and I'm not able to monetize them right away? Well, you can use that backlog of phone calls to sell to that business and say, hey, we have these phone calls. These are the ones coming in. And you need to demonstrate the value of the traffic that's coming to your site, because it's from Google and that it's very targeted. It's buyer-centric traffic going to the website, and then show them your website, whether you're on a phone call with them, Skype call, or do something through GoToMeeting or whatever. And you explain to them that, hey, this is set up just like any other local business's website. We have it ranking here. Here's what people do when they come to the website. It's not like they're going to Thumbtack. It's not like they're going over to Home Advisor or any of these places where they're like bidding on it like an auction, and then whoever like does the lowest bid wins, or whatever the deal is with how they work. It's just pure and simple. It's just whoever wants to pay X amount for each one of the leads that comes through. Let's say you want to charge $50 for every single one, then it just becomes that, and then you have them sign a contract, sign an agreement that states that you're going to pay X amount for phone calls reaching a specific duration and X amount for specific contact form submissions. And if you want to do different realms of services, if like it's the installation would be worth more than the maintenance services, you can adjust the lead value from there. But I'll leave that up to you. So like I just mentioned, when a business owner compares what your offer is, which is a website that's ranking and it's taking in buyer-focused, targeted traffic, and they compare it to going somewhere like Home Advisor or Thumbtack or Angie's List or any of these other just nonsense lead generating sites, where it basically seems like they are, like mentioned before, bidding on acquiring leads like an auction. And then what you're allowing them to do for X amount for each lead that comes through, because you've demonstrated to them and you've explained to them that, hey, we have call tracking and it will route the call directly to your phone number or to your office phone or whatever it is you want to do. The contact form submissions are going to be sent directly to their email address that they use for their new sales, for their new leads that come in, and then that you also have a blind carbon copy sent to your own email address that you have set up for the site, so that way you can track the amount of contact forms that come through. And then you just send them an invoice at the end of the month, or you send it on the 15th, and then you send it again on the 30th or the 31st, whatever. It's as simple as that. Then they send you money either through PayPal or they send you a check or whatever you want to do. It's really that simple. And it's a lot better deal for them than going to Home Advisor or any of the lead generation sites and dealing with that nonsense. And I can almost guarantee that it becomes a very easy sell to really any company when you demonstrate the value of what you're bringing them. So if you guys like this type of content, I appreciate it if you went down below, dropped a like on this video. And if you want to stay up to date on my journey of building my business and join the family, be sure to go down below, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so that way you know when the newest content comes live. And if you want to learn more in-depth information on building websites, ranking them in the search engines, monetizing those websites, there's a link down below to my course. And if you want to get access to the 9 most profitable pay-per-call lead gen niches, there's a link to download that right down below as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.